of questions and answers. Before I get to your questions, I would first like to share with you something. I've always been that type of person lacking motoric intelligence. I guess that's how you call those people who are really bad in sports and can't really coordinate their body, you know, is this my arm, is this my leg, and so on and so forth. So I went to this Aikido course once, and we had to work in pairs, and I had this partner who would just smash me all over the place, you know, and I was only on the floor all the time asking myself, what's happening? What's happening? What are you doing to me? Yeah, and there's my brother, whom I consider to be my opposite, because, you know, he's that type of person who just goes and does stuff. He enjoys working with his hands, grabbing stuff and repairing it. I finished my studies as a valedictorian, and this kind of proves that I'm not stupid, I'm just very anxious. And why am I telling you this? It's only because I had to do something that made me push my limits, and that was to learn how to drive. Almost everybody drives a car, and I guess nobody considers it to be such a big deal, but to me it was. It was the horror of my life. It was such a scary experience, and now that I have my driver's license, I'm so proud of myself. So this is what I wanted to share with you. I'm relieved and happy. So I never ever thought that I would drive a car someday. I thought, okay, these are my limits. I am good until here. After this, I'm bad, really bad. I cannot do that. The moral of my story is that you should never give up. You should always try your best to accomplish the things that you want, because sooner or later you will do it. I mean, it took me almost a year to get this driver's license, and maybe I should be ashamed of myself because I'm such a slow learner, but no, I'm not. I know that I needed this time to gain the trust in myself, and that's the most important thing. And I got the driver's license when I was ready, and I'm proud of myself. Question comes from Adrian, who asked me if I studied medicine, and as I said in a previous video, I actually studied linguistics and literature, and I always thought that I would be teaching literature because that was my biggest passion, but life is kind of pushing me into a more practical field than I expected, and now I'm teaching German to foreign doctors in different hospitals. I think it's amazing how life carves your path, because I never thought I would do this, and when this opportunity was proposed to me, I was like, what? Are you talking to me? Really? Okay. And I just did it. I know I can do more, even though I'm so anxious and my fears always tell me these are your limits, you cannot go beyond. I always try to just push those limits and stay open, because I believe this is the best way to evolve as a human being, by trying to be better than your own self. Question is, how do you manage your time to learn so many languages? And I don't manage my time. I'm just being very spontaneous. If I want to do it now and I can, I do it. I don't have a schedule or something like that. Most of the times I just grab a book and read in a different language, and this is how I keep refreshing my language knowledge. Even though I'm working with doctors from all over the countries, I never have the chance to talk to them in their native languages, because we're kind of obliged to speak German all the time, and I love German, I just love it, but I wouldn't mind speaking another language now and then. The next question question comes from Mishandri, who asked me if I'm considering learning another Balkan or European language. I think I should learn the languages I know better. I mean, I can hardly speak Italian, and it's an amazing language. It's really easy for Romanians to learn, but I don't have that much time, so I'm just reading, and I see that I understand so much, but when I'm trying to speak it, then the situation changes, because I kind of have to activate my passive vocabulary, and that's almost impossible because I don't have that much practice. So if I could practice these languages more and learn them better, that would be awesome. Dominic asked me what kind of music I like. That's one big question. Wow, yeah, hard to answer. So hard. I like music that inspires me. Whenever I draw or paint or create something, I have to listen to music, and the result is always something that was guided by the music. For example, I can show you something. See this woman here? I drew her in the dark while listening to African music. She's not really finished, but I'm going to leave her like this. So this is what I'm doing while drawing. I'm just trying to put on the canvas the feelings I'm having in that specific moment, and music is always a great help. There are many music styles that inspire me. I like the pop culture, I like jazz, blues, I like country music sometimes, I also like instrumental or electronic music, and so on. To try to answer to some of your questions with regards to my course in September. The course is going to take place in Duisburg, Germany, and this is not the most beautiful city on earth, but it has the advantage that it's very close to many other cities, so we can travel to other places as well. There are some wonderful places nearby, and there are also 2 Romanian restaurants in 2 different cities, and I would love us to visit at least some of these places and to eat together in a Romanian restaurant. I still have to organize everything, so I cannot give you more details for now. Alright, this is it for now. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you have other questions, don't be shy and send them to me. Bye!